These are the notes for the respiratory system. So the job or function of the respiratory system is to take in oxygen, which is O2, into the body through the mouth or the nose. It goes into the lungs, and then we breathe out, release carbon dioxide, which is CO2, and also water, which is a form of waste, which is H2O. So again, CO2 is the chemical composition of carbon dioxide, which is what you breathe out. O2 are two oxygen molecules that are put together. And then H2O are two hydrogen molecules with one oxygen molecule, which gives us water. So what happens is air enters either through your nose, nostrils, or your mouth. Your nose is quite amazing though, because inside your nose there's like a little filter system going on. There's a mucous membrane that filters out some harmful things like pollen and dirt, and then little hairs also filter out the air that you breathe. When it goes through the mouth, there is no filter at all. So if you breathe through your nose, it actually is better for you than when you breathe through your mouth. So you have a couple of things. Once you breathe either through your mouth or your nose, it goes to your trachea, which is this long tube right here. We also call it your windpipe. It is a bony tube that connects the nose and mouth to the lungs. Then it splits off at the end. Those are called bronchi. And it goes to either your left lung or your right lung. When we go into the lungs, you have veins and you have arteries. Arteries is the blood that is full of oxygen going back to the heart, and then it'll go back to the rest of the body. Veins are full of carbon dioxide, so the veins are coming from the heart and they're dropping off the carbon dioxide. In your lungs, you have alveoli, and in alveoli, there's a whole bunch of small capillaries. Those are like small little roads, and those capillaries drop off the carbon dioxide and they pick up the oxygen. Your lung tissues are made up millions of alveoli. Each volus is surrounded by tiny blood vessels. And again, that is how they drop off the carbon dioxide and pick up the oxygen. You have a diaphragm. That is a big, smooth muscle. It is a dome-shaped, so that is like a half circle kind of. And that muscle is why you can breathe. Your lungs cannot inflate or deflate without that muscle. So breathing is a mechanical process of taking air into and out of your body. So it is like a machine. And how does the respiratory system work with what other systems? So it works really closely with the muscular system. That diaphragm is a muscle. It's a smooth muscle. And because of the diaphragm contracting and relaxing, that is how you breathe. So if your muscular system was not working, your diaphragm wouldn't be able to work and you will not be able to breathe at all. It also works closely with the circulatory system because the circulatory system is what takes the oxygen to the rest of the body and picks up the carbon dioxide, and then that exchange is constantly happening in the lungs where the carbon dioxide is dropped off and the red blood cells pick up the oxygen. So this is what it kind of looks like. So when blood's going in, it is full of carbon dioxide. And as it goes to the alveoli and it's interacting with the capillaries, it's dropping off the carbon dioxide, and the capillaries with the red blood cells are picking up the oxygen. Respiration is a chemical process. So that is when there's energy being created because you are exchanging out chemicals. So when you take in oxygen and you're releasing carbon dioxide, that is respiration. and that is a chemical process. Your lungs inflating and deflating are a mechanical process.